Welcome, everyone, to the Real Whovians cast, episode 753, Hellbent, Part 5. I am your host, Matrix Lord 212, and I'm with Scott. What's up, Scott?
Cheers.
Okay, what's up, Chris?
I don't remember if we were doing a podcast. Oh, wait, look, a podcast!
What's up, Ray?
The bullshit is real in this one.
Okay. So, things are getting heated, all right? So, we're going to read some more comments. Not that we want to make things even more heated with Hellbent. But,
like they said,
okay.
Wait.
Sir, oh God, I'm not, I think I'm saying, Sir Ray, I apologize. Time Lords and Gallifrey will always be a part of Doctor Who. We'll see them again. Yeah, no crap. I know that. That's where we're going to.
No, but that's a good comment, though. You want to know why?
Why?
Because it wouldn't surprise me if they make a huge adventure about him trying to find Gallifrey again when he's already been there. It would not surprise me in the least.
Now he's forgot his memory.
Why? Why was this episode so weird?
And go off every which way.
But it's like getting to Wally World and then going back for a second time, but you went there already.
Yeah.
Well, what? That little national anthem.
I mean, there's no. He knows where they are. He don't have to search anymore. He knows where they are.
Yeah.
And what would be to say hello? I mean, there's no. They have no purpose at the moment. So
And he has no reason to go back.
Looking for
them. He hates them.
Yeah, and just by the way, you know how long Time Lords were away from Doctor Who? Like, they didn't appear till later on, so they weren't part of, William Hartnell's run. Only appeared with the second Doctor
at the end.
Okay? And then after that, here and there. But
Trevor Martin, who played the stage play of Seven Keys to Doomsday.
So, just so you know, we could go.
Cadbury as his niece Louise. I mean, as a companion named Louise in that stage play.
We could have, of course, I know that you can't not have the Time Lords and Gallifrey and Doctor Who. That's common sense. That's like you can't have the Doctor with the TARDIS. I mean, I understand. Everybody knows that, but I think right now you don't need to have it for a couple of years because you did your big thing, and Russell T Davies didn't really waste that either with the Time Lords thing because they hardly ever appeared. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's what the way to go is, that when they do come back, it'll be a monumental thing. So give them a break. Same thing like the Daleks and the Cybermen.
Give them a break.
Give them a break. Exactly. But good comments. But we're aware of that already. Let's see. David Blythe, Doctor Who not explaining certain things is something that persists throughout the history of the program. The minute you start demanding answers, it ought to change the questions just to stay fresh. That's the way it's always been. And this is part of him too. Yeah, Moffat is going to leave after this year, and as you called it, changed his mind. If he had done, he would have left the show with absolutely little tied up. I don't mind that because it's good for the imagination, but yeah, it pissed you guys off. Listen, I'm not saying explain everything, okay? Yeah. But they did explain stuff in the classic series. Russell T Davies did resolve stuff, okay? As a writer, you have a storyline and you resolve it. You don't just let it linger. And Russell T Davies did that with Donna. He did that with Rose. He did that with Martha. He resolved that to finality. I mean, that's it. He resolved any overwhelming plot threads, and then it was done. And then Moffat took over. So I don't understand why Moffat can't answer a few things.
I agree with that comment, though. I think that if you explain everything,
right, you can't.
But I think that, I mean, if you go back and watch Eccleston and Tennant, there's so much less of this. It feels like they changed their mind, and this didn't get explained, and this didn't lead up to anything good. It just kind of got to me, watching Eccleston, and I mean, I know Eccleston only had one series, but Eccleston and Tennant mostly, they led up to things. Like, for example, Rose being in a few episodes before that finale. It led up to something big. If it happened now, it would just be like, oh, she's just calling to say hi.
Right.
It's like It's like you're saying with Eccleston, Bad Wolf that led up for a few for the till end of the time.
They at least left things open so the next showrunner comes in and goes, oh, yeah, they did that in that episode. So let's see what happened, where they are now. But Moffat, with so many of this, like, I'm the showrunner. I can change anything I want. Let's see. Let's make the doctor hint that the doctor might be this. Let's hint that Rose maybe.
The cracks changed like 5 times.
Yeah, they did.
Originally, it led to the prison. Then it led to another universe.
I can understand them saying, well, we're not 100% certain that maybe this crack led to this area, this crack led to that. That would be even understandable. We're not 100% certain whether these cracks lead to this or that. But just to go, yes, we're 100% certain that they lead here. It's 100% certain. You can't do that.
Right. They explained the Star Whale was from another universe. Okay. They explained the Vampires of Venice was from another universe, running from the silence, meaning that the silence should be from another universe. Okay, but then it's not. The silence, I guess, are not because it's like confusing. So
why did they run from the silence if they're just confessional priests?
exactly.
Honestly, why?
People
Like,
can't
really
remember.
think about
Because
that
they
for a second.
he changed what the silent was. He changed them. He kept changing everything.
It's like
First of all, they said the doctor was in the TARDIS. What happened?
I said it's almost as though Moffat's suffering from Alzheimer's half the time. Is that he puts something in and then forgets that he puts it in instead of going back and recapping it.
And look at the Mummy on the Orient Express. He got a phone call in the Big Bang episode from Her Majesty, Prime Minister, whatever, that, I'm not from, well, the Queen, I guess, or whoever, I don't know if it was the Prime Minister, I think it was Prime Minister, that there was a Mummy on the Orient Express, but they didn't say anything about it being a spaceship, and he never went there. Now you're like, oh, no, that's what we're talking about in space. Well, then why would the Prime Minister call if it's in the future? That's confusing. So you're saying that's exactly the call. That's not the call. You changed it.
It's like I said yesterday, weren't it? Though I said, like in the Matrix, you have Dalek the Cyberman and Weeping Angels, but you don't have the Veil Yard.
Moffat keeps changing what he's doing, and then he thinks, "Oh yeah, I did that." Hello, like, why did you leave a Weeping Angel alone out there?
Your audio sounds really like
you're going monotone.
Mine?
Yeah, you went monotone for a moment.
Oh, am I right now?
It sounded like somebody said hello.
Okay. Why would you leave a Weeping Angel just out there, or a Dalek, or anything? Like, I don't understand.
Dalek, I'll give them this much. I can understand a Dalek maybe being down there because they had traveled down there during the.
No, I'm talking about Mistake Manhattan. I'm talking about different things of Moffat just leaving it out there. Yeah.
But don't you agree, Scott? What I said about the Veil Yard, that they missed out on it because Joe agreed.
They could have hinted on the Valyard there. That could have been their easy chance. Whether it was like whether Claire saw maybe a reflection of him, or the doctor could have seen a reflection of him, just a brief reflection, and they look, and the guy's gone and says, "Was that? I think I've seen him before." Or,
well, I have another question. Didn't the Time Lords create the Raven technology, the Shade, or whatever that was? Didn't the Time Lords create that whole situation, that technology?
I thought that though, because didn't Shield say?
Why couldn't they extract a Raven at a time and then just diffuse it where it wouldn't go after Clara? Why'd you have to take Clara out of it?
Didn't the Doctor or another character mention the idea of the quantum shade in another episode? I could have sworn I heard him once say something like, "Yeah, but you can't do it without a quantum shade," or something like that. Because I've heard quantum shade before in this show.
I did hear that too.
I've heard it somewhere before.
He said somebody in this show said the words quantum shade before. Because when I heard that in the show, Face the Raven, in that episode, I was like, I've heard that.
I did hear that. I don't know where I heard it. I don't know where I heard that. But somebody help us out with the comments where it was said. What other comments do we have here? And again, what we're saying here, we're not against the people making comments. We want them to make comments, and we appreciate, you making stuff, you put stuff out there. Now, okay, so Sierra Way says Joe needs to stop getting the two doctors wrong. For the second doctor, War Games still hasn't happened for him, Jamie or Zoe. Okay, I'm going to explain this. I'm going to watch it again, but the doctor was older. Okay, meaning they took him out of his time stream as he was about to regenerate. He already went through that whole situation. Okay, he knows because he's on secret missions for the Time Lords. He knows that they force him to regenerate, like he will regenerate. So they took him out of time. In fact, evidence that they're having him on secret missions is that he had a remote control that the Time Lords gave him.
The whistle.
The whistle, because he's on secret missions, meaning that because he's taken out of time, he went and got his companions back and restored their memories. Because that's what he wants to do to help him out. If he's going to go on secret missions, he wants his companions. That's why his companion is older. That's why he's older, Jimmy McCrimmon. Because he's older. This is after. Okay? Now, when they're done with the secret missions, the companions go back home. Maybe they erase their memories again. And then he goes and they erase his memories of that. And that would be why, as the Sixth Doctor, he didn't remember any of that or even having that whistle. Because his memory was wiped. Yes, sir.
I've just found out something. I've just looked on Google about the condom shades which Chris was talking about. And there's another type of shade, an elemental shade that killed Elton Pope's mother in the 70s in Love and Monsters.
I just found that myself.
In Love and Monsters.
Oh, God.
So they linked it in with a Russell T. Davies episode yet again.
There we go. He reached into somebody else's episode, plucked something from about a shade, and then we had those Stargo shades as well.
Oh my fucking!
Oh wait! Did I really forget about it, or did I erase my memory? Or
you don't want to remember that? I think that's connected to Love and Monsters.
I probably hit myself with the mallet, and then I was like, "What happened?" And then
But that's what's it from. That's what
somebody's drinking the Kool-Aid.
Okay, Joe needs to Joe Matrix Lloyd needs to accept the episode as a send-off for Jen and nothing more. Okay, well, here's the reasoning behind this, right? What about the reasoning from the 50th that was supposed to be fun, that the curator was talking to doctors finding Gallifrey? Yeah. So so you're saying to have a send-off from Jenna, the hell with searching for Gallifrey, the hell with all that stuff, just throw them in there as a send-off, and then now they have no purpose.
Because it was like when he was talking to the curator, it's like, I know he's the fourth Doctor in that Tom Baker, but it's like he knew him already, and he told him basically in a previous life, go on, look for it.
But
it's destiny.
First of all, the Time Lords didn't even know about Clara, which I don't understand. How could they not? She asked him for regenerations. She basically asked him to help him. Help him. He's the Doctor. Okay? She should be having a monument like he does. Ask him to change his mind. They should have went out of their way to help her without even being asked.
Yeah, so why would they turn back around and want to have her killed?
Right. They screwed up. Nobody took responsibility for that either. Like, it's our fault. We're sorry about that. We'll fix it.
This was the thing about that, too. And I felt that this was a problem with the Doctor in this episode. It wasn't the Time Lord's fault that Clara died.
Right.
It was Clara's fault that Clara died.
But it was their situation that they put him in.
I know that, but they didn't say we're going to do this for Clara to die. They did it, and they said, Ashilda, bring him here somehow. And she was like, okay, I'll do it like this. And then Clara, being the bumbling idiot she was in that episode, was like, well, give it to me. And then Ashilda would be like, oh, I don't want her to die because I gave her my personal protection. So the Doctor going off and being like, you kill Clara, I'm going to destroy all of you, is like, it's not their fault.
Right.
I felt like that went unaddressed in this episode. Like the doctor, someone should have been like, Doctor, it wasn't their fault. And
Maybe there was dialogue that was cut.
I think they would, because like he should, like, knowing the doctor, him getting emotional, that's fine.
Right.
But nobody in this episode, I think a Shielder should have done this. Should have been like, Doctor, Clara killed herself.
Yep. She put herself in that own situation.
Right. This is why you.
But she said that. She said
This
that.
is why you guys can't.
Oh, hello, James.
Go ahead, James. Yeah.
Yeah, she said that though.
Yeah.
Yeah, but here's
why
about
you guys travel together, because you've turned Clara into this, and then he's like,
I have a problem. Chris, I have a problem with that too. You want to know why? Because I don't care what happened. The Shielder gave her personal guarantee, promise. And let me tell you something. When you make a promise, you make a promise that Clara was going to be okay. Now, even though that happened, a Shielder didn't really do anything to figure out a way to stop it.
but she said there was nothing that she could do.
But that's baloney, because she had what was the tattoo thing she had?
Yeah, but remember it, right? She said that when you make a contract with this thing, it's binding. So even when Clara said, we're going to fix it, right, Doctor? He was like, there's nothing we can do.
But you can.
Yeah.
Shielder.
But then a Shielder told them, there's nothing I can do. Once you made a contract with this thing, you took me out of it, there's nothing I can do.
And yes, there's two things that make me laugh. It's like in the face of the Raven we were talking about now. He said that I'm gonna destroy your Shielder, and yet he had the chance to do it at the end of the universe in this episode, and he didn't do it.
The Time Lords have to save Clara, because
I know. Yeah.
if she doesn't get with Danny Pink, the Doctor doesn't exist. So they have to. It's a paradox that they're not aware of. They have to. They have to make the Doctor believe he's seeing her die. I don't care if they put like a duplicate in her place or whatever, like a ganger or something, and then he just goes off and does his thing.
Yeah.
I just thought of something.
Right.
What?
What if Orson Pink's mother is the Zygon Clara? Are they going to try to explain it like that?
That could be a good idea.
But she didn't travel through time.
Well, but she could have, though, because she's Clara. She's got her memories, remember?
And she can talk like her if she needs to.
She can assume Clara's form.
No, she can't no more, because she became Osgood.
Yeah, but she can still assume Clara's form, though.
Not no more.
They had her genetics in the thing.
Yeah.
They probably saved it.
They could have even gone that route. Like,
but Danny Pink is still dead in another sphere.
I know, but they could always say that he came back somehow. I mean,
without her?
Sure. This is this show now. This is what they can do. They can do whatever they want, apparently.
they're gonna rewrite this.
Yeah, it's like I said yesterday though. I don't know whether it's like I said about the hybrid is supposed to be the worst thing ever now, not the Veryard.
He's got to fix this, because the Doctor doesn't exist. He's got to fix this. You can't just overlook this. This is a big deal. Orson Pink has to be born.
I was reading an article about him earlier.
He has to be born. Like, I don't care. It's ridiculous. You have a brand new timeline now, then.
Hang on.
And I still got the issue of all them going back to the end of time.
The Davros thing either.
Nope.
No.
Oh.
Moffat just got this stuff all over the place.
Moffat just, like, effed up big time.
Moffat needs a monitor.
Moffat is suffering from Alzheimer's.
Moffat needs somebody over him to say, do this like Russell T. Davidson, because he's screwing stuff up. And you can't laugh about it. This is a big deal. Like, I know he's going to, like, do a question and answer thing. Like, oh, he was in an orphanage, but there was probably other Pinks and, twin brother or twin sister or whatever the hell or something, and they just have it in the DNA and,
And I don't know about you, but what also got me was Rassilon. It's not explained if he regenerated into that form again or what. Because we've not seen him since Timothy Dalton, and then all of a sudden he's changed faces.
And like another, there was somebody else made a comment about how they just crapped on the idea of regeneration, because why would the general's regeneration not be as significant as the doctor's? Because the doctor shouldn't have just shot him to make him regenerate, because that's like spitting on himself, with all his other cells.
Yeah.
So
I like too how the general, like when the doctor had the gun pointed at him, he was like, "What regeneration?" He's like, 10.
again,
Right?
Okay.
But this is the thing, right? He knows he's about to shoot him. And he's like, "Oh, good luck." And he's like, "Yeah, you too." I don't know about you guys, but even if I could regenerate, I would have been like, "Oh, yeah, you shot me." I would have beat the hell out of that guy.
I would have been pissed
Pissed.
because maybe that was the incarnation that I love.
I would have beat him into like 7 of his regenerations. That's how pissed I would have been.
Right.
Well, that's probably why she woke up and was like, "That's it, I'm going after him now."
Look at what happened when the 10th Doctor got blasted by the Dalek. He's like, "I don't want to regenerate. Why would I want to? Look at me, I'm amazing." Like, he's like, "I like this incarnation." Now I don't want to regenerate.
You know how your regenerations are? It's a lottery. You don't never know what you're really going to get.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but it's a mess now, because now we're going to basically say that little
That was supposed to
doctor
be
can go
only
into a
with the
woman.
Doctor. That was only supposed to be with the Doctor, technically, not like it's supposed to be the Gallifreyans supposed to have a little more control over that. I thought.
Yeah, because the doctor skipped some classes.
Yeah, it's like I said though, weren't it? No, yesterday, Joe. I said that the Missy might have gone to the system of Khan.
What's Missy's purpose behind everything? Just so she can get a rise out of it. It's just stupid.
Yeah.
It's the same thing like Death in Heaven. Yeah, I just did all this because here's your army. There you go.
No, like we'll probably go back to Gallifrey and choose the president.
They didn't have enough bows in Target, so I couldn't put them on the sideboard for you. But there you go, gift wrapped. So happy birthday, by the way. Yeah.
Here's something we're never gonna hear. Is the last time we see the Master is John Sim. He's using Force Lightning on Rassilon. He goes into the quote unquote time lock. It closes. Then we see him as Missy.
No post-regeneration. No post-regeneration in the Missy. So
Right. Like, I'm okay with not seeing a regeneration. I think that's okay. But, like, can we have Missy say just something like, "Oh, I stole a TARDIS"? It doesn't have to be big. This is one of the things that doesn't have to be complicated.
Mm-hmm.
Just, can we find out how she got out of there?
Well, the doctor said to, I think it was Kate, she had to have a TARDIS. All the places she was traveling through. And doing this for a long, long time, she had to have a TARDIS somewhere.
Which means if she had a TARDIS and she was able to escape, why did nobody else on that planet attempt to get out of there?
Maybe that's the problem. Maybe everybody did. Like maybe too many people did.
But where are they?
Probably he's going to bump into them like it's going to be, "Hey, what's up, man?" Like Time Lord's everywhere.
But that's so dumb, though.
Yeah.
If he's a war hero now, wouldn't they try to find him and be like, "Hey, Doc,
Yeah.
you're okay.
hell.
Yeah.
Like, come back. Rassilon's nuts, like even more than he was before."
Right.
We need your help big time.
Rassilon just teamed up with Davros. We're screwed.
Rassilon wants to sell his soul to the devil.
How
Imagine that.
badass would it have been if the Doctor took his glove and was using it?
Oh yeah.
Well, how badass would it be when Davros shows up? He has Rassilon's glove.
Oh, that'd be cool.
It's like, by the way, Rassilon, history.
Yeah.
No more regenerations for you.
Well, again, here's another thing I wanted to tell you, right? I was correct when I said 5 doctors. Rassilon used up all his regenerations. He was hooked up to the supercomputer, the Matrix, right? Or whatever, right?
Yeah.
When the Time War started, they gave him new generations. They put his consciousness back in the body. So technically, they can never die ever, because the only reason they had limits in regeneration is because it was a rule.
Yeah.
And as
It could be unlimited if they wanted to.
Right, as Lord President, you can break the rule and say, all right, it's not like they run out of regenerations. They keep recreating regeneration. So that's the whole point of the Time War, when they said that they keep dying over and over and over again because they kept regenerating unlimited. Because the limit on regenerations was off.
And I want to know what was the purpose for the Ladies of Corn being on Gallifrey to begin with? What did they really do? They didn't do anything.
Why are they there?
Exactly.
What is their purpose?
Yeah, what did they do?
I mean, like,
Was it just a lead-in for?
They're gonna take over Gallifrey?
Let me ask you, because I know you guys all love the classic series. Are these classic characters?
This is
they're from Brain and Morbius.
Morbius.
Yeah.
Brain and Morbius.
But were they this big?
They were just shown. They
were
shown
once.
In audios, they were.
Yeah.
Like, they were shown once, right, Scott? I think
Because Sarah had gotten blinded, and she even commented the head
The
sister.
Doctor reignited their eternal flame.
Yeah, eternal flame with flash paper.
Yeah.
And he pretty much told them that they knew. He knows that little ring was just temporary. The blindness was just temporary.
Right. So, but the Doctor actually used things to kill people, like the gas.
Yes.
I mean, you like what? Since the new series, you see him like what 3 or 4 times. They was in Matt Smith's tenure as a Doctor. They brought back Paul McGann's Doctor, turned him into War Doctor. And they was with Peter Capaldi's Doctor.
Mm.
As I remember, I don't think they was him. I don't think the 10th Doctor went to the Planet of Corn.
I don't know about audios. Audios, they could have had that. I don't know. Well, no, there was no. Now there's 10 Doctor audios.
Yeah.
But there wasn't before.
With him and Donna now, I think. Big finish.
Yeah.
So, ladies and gentlemen, if you didn't like this episode, get your little writing utensils ready and write down how you feel it should have ended.
Right. And name how many things were taken from Russell T. Davis's scripts. Everything.
So if it felt like a deja vu, no.
More than likely it was a deja vu from something else that happened.
When he walked into the dang restaurant, into the diner, I was like, dang, am I watching series 6? I know, like rough. Then he mentioned Rory and Amy. Like, okay,
we don't need to bring them up in the episode if they have no point to it. Like,
that was another thing. He did the same thing as you always say. He always dropped these little plot points.
Stupid things that just he talked about creating bodies in the Nethersphere, right?
Yeah.
Which here's another thing, right? Why couldn't Clara die? Her consciousness go automatically into the Nethersphere, and then it creates a body for her.
Yeah.
Wouldn't Missy wire her to the Nethersphere?
Same thing with River Song, apparently. That was going to happen, I guess.
It would have been hilarious if he would have walked into that diner, right, and he sees River, Amy, and Rory there, like, the Doctor's dead, and you just see him go like, gotta go.
Long time, let me...
Oh, wrong place.
Yeah.
Would have been even better if, like, Rosalind's, like, chilling in the corner, like, having
He's
eggs.
the cook. He's the cook.
I'm gonna get you, Doctor.
That's what the Doctor should have did. He should have erased their memory, made him a cook on Earth or something.
He gets there and he's like, you think this is bad? I still have 12 regenerations to live out.
Let's see, Rassilon's the cook. Davros would be the cashier.
The whole High Council should have been put on Earth as just like stupid things.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would have been great. But another thing, wasn't that setting, correct me if I'm wrong, didn't he ask for the human setting?
Yes.
Yeah.
He asked for the human setting to erase the memories.
The human equivalency, pretty much, yeah.
Right. So they just basically said that he's human. Basically, without saying it. They said that the Doctor's human.
Part human.
Because they were hitting on at the end because of why you stay on Earth so visitors.
They basically proved it that he's part human because that thing worked on him and it's not supposed to if he's full-time work.
Yeah.
So that's why he kind of has like, and he says he wanted to erase some of her memories. What do you mean
Didn't
some?
Clara say she reprogrammed it?
Yeah, how does she know how to reprogram it?
Well, she used the sonic shade, so I guess maybe she set it to the Time Lord setting or something.
Like, well,
Could that not be the Clara that was on Gallifrey?
no.
I mean,
First of all, they don't even explain anything. They don't explain anything.
Nope.
Like anything. Technically, honestly, if Clara got out of there, the great intelligence should be back in Victorian London.
That's right.
Yep. Everything
Because
should
he
have
was even
reset.
more stronger, by the way.
Everything should reset.
Yeah.
Well, it should, but Moffat basically said,
And that was
"Oh, let's forget about it."
the TARDIS as a tomb, that was supposed to be set with the crack in the TARDIS that it couldn't be changed or whatever. The Time Lords changed it to save their own butts because they had the Doctor Regenerations. So they altered the whole timeline for Trenzalore and they fixed it where it wouldn't even affect anything. Okay? They could have did the same thing for Clara. They could have.
So fixed events can be changed then.
Because they created the rule in the first place.
Yeah.
So when they want to, they can. They're just being dicks about it.
So they could go back in time and say
They
Rory
could do
Knight.
anything. They could do anything.
Yep.
So, all right, guys. Gotta go. Maybe we'll be back in a little bit. Take care. Bye for now.
Ciao.